Greetings and namaste. Welcome in, divine infinite light beings. Feminine energy, masculine energy. I am a little spark of light, and together we are the divine infinite light beings. And Spirit is saying, because of who you are, because of who we are, each time that we get into a safe space, right? Each time we get into a recovery space, right? After a deep betrayal, right? Here come the demons, here come the devils, here come the ghouls, and here come the goblins, right? Because of the fact that we have been born in the battlefield of haters, right? Ashe, we have been born into a battlefield of haters. So when we were born to be the target of the hater. When the hater was born, they were born to be the hater of the divine infinite light beings. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be, and it's going to ride out how the fuck it's going to ride out. And that's how it's riding out in the moment. And this is why every time the divine infinite light beings get into a safe space, here comes another trigger. Here comes another handler. Here comes someone else disguised as a loved one, as a lover, as a co-worker, as a friend, as a neighbor, as someone you know, disguised as someone you know, or someone that you know knows them, right? A handler of a handler. Here they come, trying to disrupt your peace once again, right? This is what's going on in the present moment, and it's because of who you are, who you were born to be, right? And you could be this is a lot of the age range. You could be from 40 on up, right? Because Spirit is saying the this age range is where the more majority of the light beings are starting to awaken, right? Like the generation before us, which was our parents, right? Confirmation was not awakening such as we are in our generation, right? Because we were not as corrupt as the generation that comes after us and the generations that come after them, right? Which is the generation that is now corrupt. Confirmation twice. This generation now is a more corrupt generation, and so that this is why Spirit and our ancestors chose to wake us up in this moment on this timeline, right? The age range from 40 and on up, if you decided to awaken, right? Because we still have parents, elders that have not awakened. So that's why Spirit is saying within the the age range of 40 to 50. 1 second. So that's why Spirit is saying, giving me the message that, the majority of us is waking up in Spirit is the ancestors is waking us up because we are the chosen ones out of our family, right? We are the ones that was blessed with the birthright, right? Out of the family. It's like one or two out of the family. But if you're watching this, you're the one that was out of the family. See, you would sit here to try one more time. To try one more time to get it right for the bloodline of the family, right? That's why you're awakened in this present moment to be able to break generational curses with your sibling, with your offspring. You breaking generational curses with your offspring, which is the next generation after you, and then they will be able to break the generational curses, which is the generations that's now that is more chaotic, right? And so you were born to do this. Spirit knew that you were going to be the diligent one, to have the passion in your family to do so, to break these generational curses, to be so bold, to be so brave, to go through all the fucking random shit that you've had to go through in your life. It's not by coincidence that you had to go through these things, or you had these different handlers trying to make it seem like you were not on the right path. No, Spirit chose you because Spirit knew that you were going to be that divine masculine that was going to be diligent. You were going to be that divine feminine that was going to throw that passion and that hard work into whatever y'all did. Right? Yeah. Bringing balance and harmony to the bloodline. Bringing balance and harmony to the bloodline. That's why Spirit chose you in the present time to wake you up when Spirit woke you up, right? You've always known from a child that, things you were supposed to go do opposite of what other people did. You've always known as a child that you were supposed to do opposite of what other people did. You've always had the burden of carrying the family as a child. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And it rolled out how the fuck it rolled out. And that's how it rolled out for the divine infinite light beings. You always took the weight of the other siblings. That's what Spirit mean by what Spirit just said, because I don't even remember what Spirit just said, right? You always stayed the active one. You always was the one to expand and go further than what other people would do. And this is why you were chosen. You weren't afraid to be defeated. You weren't afraid to be conquered. You weren't afraid to face your fears. Yeah. My nose is itching, y'all. You got over your anger, right? You got over the anger of you being the chosen one. Because, yeah, it made you fucking angry. Like, why do I have to be the one? Why do I have to be the one to carry all the siblings? Why do I have to be the one to play the parent role? Why the parents ain't here? Why do I have to be the one that be the babysitter watching my baby, my little baby's brother, my little baby sister? Why do I have to be the one? Why do I have to be the one that, keeps people from being reckless all the time? Why do I have to be that one? Because it was your calling. It is your calling. Because it is your calling. And even though it made you angry, you grew out of the angriness, right? You grew out of the angriness, and you learned to spot deception and manipulation. You learn to steer away from gossip, right? And not accept bad information, because you follow what you hear within your mind, with how your body tells you to roll, like your intuition, your spirit guides. You listen. You're followed by the wind, like how the wind blows you. You feel me? Like, that's why you were chosen in this present moment, to make change on your timeline. Whatever you do, however you present it, you were born to present it to bring change into the world. not just change into your home, not just change into your community, but change into the world. Like you like the energy how um Michael Jackson, how Bob Marley were born to go against the grain. You were born to go against the grain. You were born to have a message. You were born to bring a prophecy in, right? Ashe, I'm sending out loving, healing energy your way, whatever present day it is for you. Ashe, yeah, this was all planned. This was the plan of spirit. This was the plan of yours when you signed that contract to be the chosen one out of your family, to move the bloodline out of the curses, from the carelessness of the ancestors, of the people that were there before you, from the ignorance of the people that was there before you. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. It's going to ride out how it's going to ride out. That's why you were chosen in this lifetime, in this new age, to break bloodlines. That's why our parents were not chosen to break bloodlines. Our parents were not chosen to 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 heal generational curses and wounds. That's why we carried the burdens of being the parents. That's why we carried the burdens of, keeping the house clean, doing the cooking, watching the younger siblings, taking the younger siblings to school, being the protectors of the younger siblings. That's why we were chosen. And that's why our parents were not chosen in the present moment. Our parents were still asleep. It was meant for our parents still to be asleep. They were not handpicked to be the chosen ones of the generation. We were handpicked to be the chosen one of the generation. You got to understand that. If you're in your 40s and you're in your 50s, you were chosen to be the hand-picked of the generations, of the bloodline, of the ancient ancestors. Ancient ancestors is depending on you in this present moment to clear shit up for the line, the inheritance, the ignorance, the self-discipline that they had. They didn't choose to they didn't choose to have a different perspective. They didn't choose to want to clean shit up. They chose to still push it under the rug. They chose to still cover it up with the cover. They chose to still keep shit in the closet. But you, in this generation, on this timeline, you were born to make a change from all of that. All of that toxic, low vibrational energy that people have been holding on and harboring for years and not being able to heal generations after generations after generations, because it was not their time to be awoken on their timeline. It was meant for you to do it. It was meant for you to make that change. It was meant for you to bring the light, the darkness into the light, into the darkness. It was meant for you, divine infinite light being. Whether you a feminine energy or a masculine energy, it was meant for you to break the curses. No one else. That's why the burden feels so heavy. That's why it's so much anger. That's why it tends to be hard to forgive. Because you like, why do I have to be the only one to suffer? To endure? To have to keep being resilient when everybody just living a lolly, mundane life? When I'm fighting the spiritual, I'm fighting the physical, I'm fighting the mental, I'm fighting the financial, I'm fighting the emotional. And everybody just walking around like fucking zombies. This is what causes the anger in the divine infinite light beings. See how the light is rising? Because your light cannot be dimmed. Because you were born with the ambition to think fast, to take the action, to be orientated, right? To make shit work, to clean shit up. You was born to be the cleanup lady, the cleanup man for your generation. Listen to the bells in the background because you already got your wings. You carry them every day. That should be heavy in the middle of your back. You feel that shit. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. But it was meant for you to feel it so you can remember and know who the fuck you are. Because if you don't feel it, you ain't going to remember. You ain't going to know. Because that's why everybody else walking around sleep. Because they wasn't meant to remember. They wasn't meant to know. Everybody got a duty. Everybody got a time to do their duty. In each lifetime is what Spirit is saying. And in this lifetime, right now on this timeline, is your duty to make a change. Whether you wanted to or not. Whether you remembered that you signed up for the assignment or not. Yeah. And this is why people try to keep you in confusion. Confirmation. But you fought your way out of confusion. Brutally. Brutally. You fought your way out of chaos. You totally rethought every fucking idea that was ever thrown in your face. You made sure you questioned. You made sure you took the time to think. No, don't just give it to me. Explain it to me. Let me know what's going on. What's this about? What's that about? You were that one. Mama, why is this? Daddy, why is that? You were that one that questioned everything and made the parent look at you side-eye. The parent looked at you side-eye because you question everything. The aunties looked at you side-eye because you question everything. Grandpas, grandmas, Medeas looked at you sideways because you questioned everything. It was your call of duty. It was your call of duty. It was your call of duty to question everything. And because you know this, you had patience. Confirmation. Because you know this, we got Temperance patience here twice. You had patience with yourself. You had patience with your others, with others. You had patience to heal. To heal. Somebody needs to but this is in the upright. You have patience to heal. All those lower vibrational energies is what this is. The root chakra, the base chakra. That's the lower chakra. That's the first chakra. That's supposed to be the lowest vibration of chakras that keep you in that chaos ass energy. It's in the upright. So you healed that shit. And if you don't know, I do have a video on root chakra activation. It's in there somewhere. Intuition. So the handlers tried to keep you out of your intuition. The handlers, that's your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, your friends, the neighbors around the corner and down the street, the dude at the liquor store. You feel me? The little old lady that handles the wash house. These people try to keep you out of your intuition. Your granny, your Medea, your grandma. Because remember, they were not born to be awakened. They were born to stay asleep. Yeah. You triumph success. Spirit said that is the truth. This is your clarity. You were born to triumph success for your bloodline. You were born to triumph success. As they tried to keep you out of your intuition, as they tried to keep you out of your knowing, you were born you you were born knowing. Just like the haters were born to hate on you, to come up against you, to handle you in the wrong type of way, in the wrong type of energy. You were born to have the defense mechanism to know that you had to protect yourself from this, you had to protect yourself from that, you had to protect this person from this, you had to protect that person from that, you had to provide for this. You were born confirmation. You were born knowing. You were born knowing what you came into this world to do, what kind of purpose you came to fulfill, right? You were born knowing that you were born to sacrifice. And if that caused you to have to be in some kind of deception, manipulation, hazard to your life, you was willing to be sacrificed. Because you were the person in your family that was willing to sacrifice the burden to make the fucking change. You were the one with your hands tied. With your hands tied behind your motherfucking back, you was willing. You see how peaceful this person is, willing to sacrifice in the name of spirit, in the name of your bloodline, in the name of healing curses. You see how peaceful you stand? You can have a 12-year-old child. You can be born the 12th day of the month. You could be born in the 12th year of the month. Is it 12th year? No. The 12th month of the year. Yeah. 12th month. The 12th month of the year. See, these handlers, they want you to think backwards. They don't want you to think for yourself. Right? See, us light beings, we're not taking the red pill or we're not taking the blue pill. Fuck both them pills. Because you know why? Because they handing you both of these pills. It's not you giving yourself a pill. So fuck those pills. That's how the divine infinite light beings feel. Right? So the handlers know that, it's been hard to try to take you down. It ain't been no easy job. And each one that has tried to take you down, as you are, cause not try, as you are, assassinating these motherfuckers left and right, clearing bloodlines, clearing generational curses. That's what you're doing, and you're being recognized for it, whether you know it or not, right? It's a monitoring spirit right now, flying around beautiful, cause I'm talking. So whoever wants to know what the fuck I'm talking, what? It's a whole swarm of them, little flies and beautiful. What the fuck is going on? Now that I ain't lying, y'all. Hey there. Maybe it's the moss. But y'all see them motherfucking monitoring spirits? I ain't got no motherfucking reason to lie. They hide now because the camera on them. But it was just like maybe 4 of them. Look. It was, I'm gonna have to get something. It was like 4 of them. Yeah. Because they want to know what the fuck is going on with the divine infinite light being. This could be family members. This could be ex-friends, ex-lovers, ex-enemies, ex-frenemies, ex-co-workers, ex-supervisors. Motherfuckers don't forget about a chosen one. That's the hard part about it. They're sent to handle you, sit you down, and the shit don't work out like they thought it was gonna work out. And they be stuck with the haunting of you for the rest of their lives. And it's been lifetime after fucking lifetime. And then in this lifetime, because you're living through vitalously, through the energy of your ancestors who came here before you. You're clearing up their shadow. You're clearing up their shadow. You're working through the curses that they brung upon the family. Because remember, you are the one that's breaking generational curses. So, what's going on in your life, you're putting stop to it. You're not accepting the small or the big curses that the ones before you accepted. You're putting a stop to it. You're putting an end to it. You're healing the hurt. You're healing the pain. You got an 18-year-old child, you could be born on the 18th of the month. You could be born on the 1st of the month. You could be a life path number 8, a life path number 2, a life path number 3, or a life path number 12. Right? I see 222 here. 2, 2, and 2 ones is 2. 222. That's change, right? And that's what you're doing. I can't believe all them motherfucking flies. See, when they can't get to you physically, they will use spiritual tools to get to you. Y'all can believe it, or y'all don't have to believe it. But these demonic entities, these devils, these ghouls, these goblins, this shit is real, and they come to handle you because you're real. Because you come to change shit. You come to stir shit up. You come to abrupt shit. And they don't want shit to be abrupted. They want shit to stay the same. They want people to stay stuck. They want people to stay asleep. And your job is to wake motherfuckers up. Your children, your lovers, your friends, your family. Memories of love. Your children, your family, your lovers. You are sent to hold on to these people and help them heal emotionally. This is water. This is water. All the fire that they have been through, they have a lot of emotional pain. The fucking flies. Emotional pain. And you have come to help. Okay. What can I use, y'all, that's natural that I can, I'm gonna have to look it up. Because Beautiful doing so good. She done got 2 times bigger than what y'all seen her. Like, I repotted her. Y'all can see I repotted her. So, I'm just trying to keep her healthy. The same way you try to keep these people healthy in your life. Whether it's a mother with mother wounds, father wounds, a father with father wounds, mother wounds, a lover with those wounds, a sister, brother with those wounds, a cousin, a niece, a nephew with those wounds. Somebody got wounds, and you have been healing and helping heal wounds since you've been birthed into this, 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 this earth plane, right? When you were birthed, you helped introduce healing to your parents, but they didn't grab hold to it. Ashe? Because it was not meant for them to grab hold to it like it was meant for you to grab hold to it and share it with everyone else. And they thought that you weren't going to remember this. These is loved ones, these is friends, these is family members, these is people you care for, was trying to make you not remember this. That this was what you were born to do. That's number 6. So yeah, you were born to be balanced, peaceful, suffering in silence. Because that's what you've been doing your whole life. You've been the wounded warrior. You've been triumphing the battles, the hills, the valleys, the mountains. That's been you. And you've been doing it in total silence. You ain't been running here, running there. You've been doing it in total silence. Transmuting, transforming, transmuting, transforming, transmuting, transforming. Becoming a descendant. A well valued descendant. A prime accolade for your bloodline. Yeah, obstacles and challenges. You sacrificed. You sacrificed. You chose to say, okay, I'm going to do it. I don't know why I'm doing it, but something in my spirit is leading me to do it. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to tend to my neighbor down the street. She an elder lady. So, I know she needs some tending to. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm guided to do it, so I'm going to do it. Right? That's you. Somebody needs some help at work. Meeting a quota. Your quota done. You done for the day. Oh. You want them to have their quota done for the day too. Confirmation. So here you come. You willing to sacrifice your free time to help them get through their obstacles and challenges. Right? You barely got a dime in your motherfucking pocket. But here's somebody come that need 5 cents. You willing to sacrifice 5 cents. You don't know why, but then you do know why. Because you were born to do so. You won't find anybody else in the same image as you, in the same energy as you. I don't care if it's friend, family, foe. You're not going to find someone that stands exactly as you do. And this is why you had so many handlers to come in to try to handle you, to knock you down. They tried to get you addicted. They tried to lie on you. They tried to tarnish your name. They tried to make you do dirt and crime. It was so many different ways that they wanted to handle you. And a lot of them abused you. These handlers, they abused you mentally, physically, financially, sexually, spiritually. And you were blessed with great awareness when it comes to this. Great awareness. Is that 1 and 1? What is that? Is that 2 ones? Great awareness is what you... Great discernment. Great premonition. Great intuition. Excuse me, y'all. Transformation. These people didn't want you to transform. They didn't want you to know who you were, who you are. They didn't want you to know who you were born to be. As they knew you were suffering in silence. They knew they were causing you suffering because they knew who you were. They knew it was their job to cause you suffering. They knew you, didn't Spirit say they were born haters to take you down? $13, you could be born on the 13th of the day of the month. You have a 13-year-old child or 4-year-old child, 7-7. See, you're very much grounded in your crown chakra, very much in sync, tuned in, turned in, and tapped on, aligned with spirit. You know how to stand your ground when it comes to these lower vibrational energies, and that's another reason why they want to take you down, because you stood your ground each and every time. They always came back in the same energy, in a different avatar, in a different loved one, in a different lover, in a different frenemy, in a different co-worker, because you stood your ground each and every fucking time. 7-7. You could be born on the 7th day, the seventh day of the 7th month. But your crown chakra was very much open, alive, and living, right? That is how you were able to get your downloads of who you are, who you supposed to help, what path you supposed to go, what's your purpose, why these motherfucking flies is in my room, you know, that type shit. The fuck? I can't take it. It's like thousands of them. A lot of people want to know what's going on. This is the truth. A lot of people want to know what's going on with the divine infinite light beings. Rejoice and celebrate. A lot of people want to rejoice and celebrate with you. A lot of people is missing the love being that you are. Divine infinite light being. You are a love being, a portal, a walking love portal. Material, spiritual prosperity. This is you. Somebody's about to come into a spiritual union. And this is another thing. Your handlers don't want to see you and your divine counterpart come into a spiritual union. You know why? Because it's going to bring spiritual prosperity, material gain. Because you and this person was supposed to come into this lifetime and heal each other's, help heal each other's bloodline. And this is why it's been such a battle with y'all coming together. But that is a different message. Love being. Right. So whoever this is wants to rejoice and celebrate with you. They want to rejoice and celebrate with you. And in this lifetime, it will take place if you come on one accord. You have to come on one accord. But like again, that's a different message. That's a whole nother message. But yeah, positive movement forward. So this is what you have going forward. This is what you need to know going forward. You're going to have positive movement going forward because you are, you chose and you are living out the sacrifice, to heal the bloodline, to bring in generational wealth, to leave a legacy, to show generations generations to come, that you started the change within the family bloodline. Positive movement forward. Ashe. So that is the message in the present moment. Just know that you're going to continue, no matter how many handlers show up at your door, show up at your workplace, show up in your love life, show up in your kids' life, in your family's life, in your neighborhood, or just stalking you. You're going to always continue to have positive movement forward. Ashe, Ashe.